Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another live stream here on YouTube at Sports Bonanza John and on Kick Sports Kick John. For the first time in 4 years, MLB returns to Dyersville, Iowa, which was the site of the iconic baseball movie Field of Dreams. They are playing there once again tonight in 2026. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Minnesota Twins doing battle in this game tonight. For the first time in 4 years, the MLB Field of Dreams game. Preview this game in a moment. First of all, let's pray. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for looking over us, Lord. And Lord, please protect these players and fans. Please, this is an emotional night, Lord, and a fun night, Lord. And just please keep everybody safe and continue to work among all of us, Lord. And look over us and do your will among us as we ask and pray this in your name. Amen. All right. Phillies and Twins. From Dyersville, Iowa, Phillies come in losing 2 of 3 in the series to the Cardinals. In the series prior to this one, Twins coming off a series where they took 2 of 3 against the Orioles. Let's go ahead and set the lineup tonight. Here's how the Phillies will line up. Leading it off will be the DH Kyle Schwarber, hitting second and playing shortstops Trey Turner. Sorry, I got to get right into the lineups. I was a little late jumping on. Batting third is the right fielder Bryce Harper. Cleanup man will be second baseman Luis Arraez. Batting fifth and playing third base Bryson Stott. Alec Bohm playing first base bats sixth. Brandon Marsh in left field will bat seventh. Catching and batting eighth is JT Realmuto, and batting ninth in center field, Justin Crawford. And on the mound tonight for Minnesota, Taj Bradley gets the start for the Twins in this one. 24 start of the year, 9-4 record, 3.76 ERA, 55 walks, 148 strikeouts in 131 2/3 innings. Looking for his 10th win of the season. Twins still right in the mix in that American League wild card picture, and they're still in the mix as well for the AL Central. They come into the night 3 games behind the White Sox in the AL Central race. Phillies come in 9.5 behind the first place Braves. They fell to third in the National League wild card with their series loss to St. Louis. 71 degrees at first pitch in Dyersville, Iowa. And here we go. Kyle Schwarber will lead it off, and the first pitch is way upstairs. Ball 1, and this game is underway. One-0 pitch. That is inside, 2-0. Numbers on Schwarber on the year. Hitting .248, 35 home runs. He's drove in 69. Two-0 pitch. Schwarber lines this one into right, and back it goes. And on the third pitch of the game, Kyle Schwarber sends it out to right field. And 3 pitches in, it's 1-0 as that ball disappeared into the corn beyond the right field fence. 36th home run of the year for Schwarber. And RBI number 70. 1-0, just like that. Well, that didn't take long. I'll say that here in a minute. As the first pitch is ball 1 to the number 2 hitter, Trey Turner, hitting .247, 17 home runs. He's drove in 47. 1-0 is high. It's 2-0. Two-0 pitch. That's a strike. By the way, I forgot to mention the umpiring crew in this game tonight that gets the nod. Bruce Dreckman behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. Alex Tosi over at first as that pitch misses high. It's 3-1. Corey Blazer over at second. Jansen Visconti making the calls over at third. (3-1) to Trey Turner's popped up. On the infield, who wants it? It's going to be the second baseman. Clemens makes the catch. And there's the first out. Brings up Bryce Harper. Harper on the year hitting .254, 25 home runs. He's drove in 71. Phillies leader in RBIs and on-base percentage. The pitch is ball one. I have never wanted to show a game more than I do tonight because it just will not, without the picture, it just will not have the same feel. But again, even though this game's on Netflix tonight, copyright restrictions, everything like that, and it's just, this is a game I wish I could show the actual feed, but last thing I want's a copyright buzz. 1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. There is not an empty seat in the house. 2-1 pitch. Upstairs, 3-1 the count on Bryce Harper. (3-1 pitch on the way to Bryce Harper. That's upstairs for ball 4, and Harper draws a walk. And it'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Luis Arraez. Arraez acquired from the Giants right at the trade deadline. Playing in his 10th game with the Phillies. Pitch to Arraez is a strike at the knees and right. Here in the first inning, Arraez is asking for a challenge. But apparently he waited too long because the home plate umpire is not granting it to him. You have to call that quick if you're going to call it. 0-1 pitch hit foul. It's 0-2 on Arraez. He's saying he called for it in time, but the home plate umpire, Bruce Dreckman, thought otherwise. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Arraez. That is lined into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Making the turn around second and heading to third is Bryce Harper, and the Phillies have runners at the corners here with one out in the first inning. And the batter will be Bryson Stott. Stott coming in hitting .266, 8 home runs. He's drove in 53. So already a run in on the Schwarber homer, and the Phillies threatening for more here in the first. Taj Bradley delivers the first pitch to Bryson Stott. That is in the air to left center field. That's going to get down and drop. This will score Harper from third. It's 2-0 here in the first inning. Arraez had to stop at second. He had to wait and see if that ball was going to be caught. A 2-run top of the first here for the Phillies. And the inning will continue for the number 6 hitter, Alec Bohm. Hitting .231, 13 home runs. He's drove in 63. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Upstairs, 1-1. It's the 1-1 pitch. In the air to right field. This one's going to be playable. I think, yes, it is. The catch is made in right field by Keyshaw for out number 2. Runners stand pat at first and second. So Bohm flies out, and it'll bring up Brandon Marsh. Now with 2 outs. Marsh hitting .273 on the year, 16 home runs. He's drove in 52. First and second, 2 outs, 2 in for the Phillies here in the first. Marsh fouls this off, strike 1. A 1 pitch bounced up there. 1-1. Marsh is the 7th batter here in the top of the first inning for the Phillies. 1-1 pitch misses off the plate. 2-1 now the count. High pitch count first inning for Taj Bradley. This is going to be pitch number 24 of the inning. 2-1. That gets away, but not far. That pitch was high. It hit right to the backstop and bounced right back to the catcher, Jeffers. Three and one the count on Brandon Marsh, and he swings and misses on the 3-1 pitch. That'll run the count full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. There go the runners, and it's ball 4 to load the bases. And the inning continues for JT Realmuto. Realmuto hitting .220 on the year, 8 home runs. He's drove in 38. Phillies have him loaded with 2 outs. Now a meeting on the mound here. A long top of the first inning for Taj Bradley on the mound. He's already given up 2, and the Phillies have him loaded. So here's Realmuto. Eighth batter at the top of the first inning. The pitch. Strike. Oh, 1 pitch on the way to Realmuto. That's hit foul, and now Realmuto in an 0-2 hole. Bradley will look in and throw his 29th pitch of the first inning. It's low, 1-2. One-two pitch, foul back. Count stays 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Once again to Real Muto. Upstairs, 2-2. Boy, Bradley's not going to be long for this game on the mound. He's at 31, about to throw his 32nd pitch in the top of the first. Here's the 2-2. In the air to right field. That's going to stay in play. And the catch is made in right field by Keyshaw to end the inning. Phillies get 2, but leave the bases loaded in the top of the first. Now the Twins coming up for their first at bat here in the bottom of the first inning. And here is how the Twins will line up tonight. Here's the batting order they will send out. Leading it off will be the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. Batting second and playing center field, Byron Buxton in the number 3 spot is the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Cleanup hitter tonight for Minnesota is the DH, Josh Bell. Hitting fifth and playing first base, Royce Lewis. In the number 6 spot at second base, Cody Clemens. Batting seventh in right field, Luke Keyshaw. At third base and batting eighth is Brooks Lee. And rounding out the Twins' batting order, hitting ninth and playing shortstop, Kalen Culpepper. And they will face, on the mound tonight for Philadelphia, Aaron Nola. 25th start of the year for Nola, just a 3-9 record, ERA of 5.47, 43 walks, 129 strikeouts in 125 innings. As Nola, before he throws one pitch in this game, heads to the mound up 2-0. And he will face Trevor Larnach to lead off the bottom of the first. Larnach hitting .270 on the year, 10 home runs. He's drove in 42. So here we go. Nola against Larnach to lead off the bottom of the first. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. That's a little outside. Evens the count, a ball and a strike. On Larnach here in the bottom of the first. One pitch. Larnach rips this one into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Trevor Larnach starts off the bottom of the first with a leadoff single for the Twins. And it will bring up Byron Buxton. Buxton on the year, 263 hitter, 25 home runs. Drove in 45. Nola's pitch to Buxton right there for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch to Buxton. Little low. 1-1. One pitch is popped up. This is playable. The catcher, Real Muto, in foul territory, makes the catch for the first out. Byron Buxton, who just made that last out, this is his first game back off the injured list. Ball one here to the number 3 hitter, Ryan Jeffers. I'll get it out. Jeffers, a 281 hitter, 10 home runs. He's drove in 40. 1-0 pitch right there for strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a bouncer to third. That's going to be a tough play, and no play. That's an infield single for Jeffers. That was hit right at the perfect spot on the third base side. Stott got to it, but had no chance to throw out Jeffers at first base. Jeffers, for a catcher, runs decently. So 2 on with 1 out for the Twins, and it'll bring up Josh Bell. Bell, a 255 hitter, 16 home runs. He's drove in 72. He is the Twins' leader in RBIs and hits on the season. Ball one. One-zero pitch from Nola. Bounced foul, first base side, evens the count, a ball and a strike. One pitch. Swing and a miss. Bell went after a low one there. It's 1-2. Nola ready, and the 1-2 pitch to Bell. Down low, 2-2. Again, want to apologize to all of you. I would have loved nothing more than to show the video feed of this one, because the game at this park, my just giving commentary on it's not even going to do it justice. But again, with copyright and everything, I checked, considering this game is on Netflix tonight, I checked to see if it was still on the same copyright rules and everything, and it is, so I don't need a copyright strike. So, man, I wish I could show the video of this one. Still 2-2 on Josh Bell as he fouled off that last pitch. And another 2-2 down low. That'll fill the count, 3-2. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Runners do not go, and Bell strikes out. A big second out on the strikeout for Nola, and it'll bring up Royce Lewis. 245 hitter on the year, 13 home runs. He's drove in 43. First and second, 2 outs now. Pitch to Lewis, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Two 0 pitch to Royce Lewis. Lined right to the shortstop. And Turner makes the catch, and the Twins strand 2 in the bottom of the first. End of 1. Field of Dreams game in Dyersville, Iowa. 2-0 Phillies. Teams have the day off tomorrow before resuming the final 2 games of this series, Saturday and Sunday. That will be back at Minneapolis at Target Field. Phillies again enter the night tied with Arizona for that final wild card spot in the National League. Twins come in a half game out of the final wild card spot, 3 back of the White Sox for the lead in the AL Central. White Sox lost today at home to the Reds 9-8. The number 9 hitter, Justin Crawford, leading it off in the second inning for the Phillies as the Phillies sent 8 men to the plate in that first inning. Crawford on the year, hitting .264, a couple home runs. He's drove in 30. First pitch, top of the second, is a strike on the inside corner to Justin Crawford. A 1 pitch foul back, and it's 0-2. The count on Justin Crawford to lead off the Phillies second. Oh, 2 pitch to Crawford. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Bradley got him to chase that one. And that's a strikeout for Bradley of Crawford to lead off the second. And now we're back to the top of the order. Kyle Schwarber, who hit the third pitch of the game in the top of the first inning over that right field wall and into the Iowa corn there beyond the right field fence. To take that home run gave him the solo lead in home runs in the National League with 36. Ball one high. Bradley's 1-0 pitch to Kyle Schwarber. That's a strike. Evens the count 1-1. One pitch. Schwarber sends one into right center. This one's not going to get out this time. And it is caught out there by Buxton for out number 2. Bases empty, 2 outs for Trey Turner. Turner popped out to second his first time up last inning. Pitch to him, hit foul for strike 1. Bradley's 0-1 pitch to Turner. Outside, evens the count 1-1. One. Inside, 2-1. Two-one pitch is high, and now the count is 3-1 on Trey Turner. Bryce Harper is on deck. 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. That's the third walk of the game given up by Bradley, and it will bring up Harper. Harper drew one of the 3 walks by Bradley his first time up. Pitch to Harper. Ball 1. One-oh pitch. That's a strike. Evens the count 1-1. One pitch. Down low, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Ball 3. Luis Arise is on deck. Three-one pitch on the way to Harper. Fouled away, and that will fill the count 3-2. So Turner will get a head start from first base. Three-two pitch. There goes Turner, and it is called strike 3 on the inside corner. Bryce Harper takes a called strike 3 to end the inning. Phillies strand 1. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0. Phillies in front of the Twins. Cody Clemens will be the leadoff hitter for Minnesota here in the bottom of the second inning. Said these two teams resume their series on Saturday back in Minneapolis. Pitching matchup for that game 2 of this series on Saturday. Jesus Luzardo will be the starting pitcher for the Phillies. Connor Prelip will get the start for the Twins in game 2. Day off tomorrow for these two teams to return back to the Twin Cities. Said the Twins have a chance to gain on the White Sox. White Sox lost at home today to the Reds 9-8. So the Twins, if they win, will tie for that third wild card spot and pull within 2.5 of the first place White Sox in the Central. So bottom of the second inning here for the Twins, it's going to be Cody Clemens to lead it off. Clemens, a .230 hitter, 20 home runs. He's drove in 56. Twins threatened in that first inning, but stranded 2 runners. Here we go. First pitch, bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. A 0-1 pitch from Nola to Clemens. Ball 1. Evens the count, a ball and a strike. It's the 1-1. Hit foul, and the count moves to 1-2. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Clemens strikes out. That's strikeout number 2 for Nola. And it'll bring up the number 7 hitter, Luke Keyshaw. Keyshaw, .263 hitter, 6 home runs. 35 runs batted in on the season. Nola's pitch to Keyshaw, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Ball 1. One pitch. That is a drive. Deep left field at the wall. It is gone. Luke Keyshaw with the home run to left, and the Twins cut the lead in half on one swing of the bat. Keeshaw's 7th home run of the year, RBI number 36, and it's a 2-1 game. Just cleared that left field wall. Brooks Lee, the batter, takes strike one. Lee hitting .247, 17 home runs, 62 runs batted in. A 1 pitch, down low, counts even 1-1. One is low. 2-1. The count on Brooks Lee. Two-one pitch. That's outside. 3-1. Number 9 hitter Kalen Culpepper is on deck. Three-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count now. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Another 3-2 payoff pitch. On the ground to second. Play made there at second base by Arise, and will throw to first to retire Brooks Lee for out number 2. And here is Kalen Culpepper. In just his 5th game with the Twins, he's 2 out of 13. One of his 2 hits, though, is a home run. Nola's first pitch to Culpepper, right down the middle for strike 1. A 1. Outside, counts even 1-1. One bounced foul. Count now 1-2. On Culpepper. One-two pitch downstairs. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Bounced foul. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the 2-2. And that'll end the inning. But the Twins get one on the solo home run by Keyshaw. We head to the third. 2-1 Phillies. Phillies will have the middle third of the order. Arise, Stott, and Bohm due up here in the third. Both teams with 3 hits through 2 innings. So here's Arise to lead off the third. Arise singled his first time up. First pitch, top of the third inning. Arise sends this one into right field. And under it is Keyshaw. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Excuse me, that was the second pitch of the at-bat. Brings up Bryson Stott. RBI single back in the first for Stott. Strike 1 on the inside corner. Oh, 1. Upstairs, evens the count 1-1. One pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One-two pitch misses low. Counts even 2-2. Two-two pitch. Hit foul. Count remains 2-2. Another 2-2 pitch and another foul first base side. Another 2-2. That's a bouncer back to Bradley, and the throw to first in time to retire Stott for out number 2. Bases empty, 2 outs for Alec Bohm. Bohm a fly out to right his first time up. Bounced up the middle. Nice play by the second baseman, and the throw to first in time. That was a heck of a play by Clemens, as that looked like a sure base hit to center field. But Cody Clemens goes to his right, backhands it, and throws to first. And the Phillies down 1-2-3 in the third, on to the bottom of the third. Phillies up a run, 2-1. It'll be the top of the order for the Twins, due up here in the bottom half of inning number 3. 2-1 ball game. So Bradley, much better last 2 innings than he had in the first inning. So Larnach, the top of the order, leading it off here in the bottom of the third. Larnach singled to lead off the bottom of the first inning in his first at bat. And a strike. A 1 pitch down low, evens the count 1-1. Larnach rips the 1-1 pitch foul and out of play, 1-2. One-two pitch down low, evens the count 2-2 on Larnach. Byron Buxton on deck. 2-2. That's low when the count runs full, 3-2. Payoff 3-2 pitch. Hit foul. That will get out of play. Count remains 3-2. Another 3-2. That is lined into center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Larnach is 2 for 2 with a couple singles, and he's aboard to lead off the bottom of the third. And it will bring up Byron Buxton. Buxton 0 for 1. He fouled out his first time up. Buxton returning from the injured list for this game tonight. That is ripped to third. They'll throw to second, 1 on to first. Not in time to turn 2. Buxton beats it at first. Fielder's choice. He races the lead runner. Close play at first. Buxton just beating it. Here's Jeffers. Jeffers an infield single his first time up. Ball 1. One 0 pitch to Jeffers. Strike 1. Evens the count, a ball and a strike. One misses low. 2-1. Tying run at first for the Twins is Byron Buxton. And here's the 2-1. It's a throw to first instead. Twins not a super heavy stolen base threat of a team. They've got 73 on the season. Here's the 2-1. That's hit foul. That'll even the count 2-2. Nola looks in and delivers the 2-2 pitch to Ryan Jeffers. That's hit foul. Count remains 2-2. Another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jeffers strikes out. Nola's 4th strikeout of the game, and it will bring up, with 2 outs, Josh Bell. Bell was a strikeout victim his first time up. Pitch. Ball one. One 0 pitch. Bouncer foul. That'll even the count 1-1. Throw back to first. Buxton drives back in safely. One pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Josh Bell. One-two pitch on the way. That's a bouncer to third. That's going to be a tough play, too. Throw to first just in time to get Josh Bell at first base. It was barehanded at third base by Stott, and he immediately threw to first base to retire Josh Bell by a half step. Twins strand 1. We head to the fourth. Phillies 2, Twins 1. 7, 8, 9, bottom third of the Phillies order. Marsh, Real Muto, and Crawford. Due up here in the top of the fourth. Twins trail 2-1. They've actually out-hit the Phillies 4-3 through 3 innings. Taj Bradley had a rough first inning. He threw 32 pitches in that first inning, but only 27 pitches combined in the last 2 innings. As Brandon Marsh will lead it off. Here in the top half of the fourth for the Phillies. Live streams will continue on this channel tomorrow. Going to have a Little League regional final for you in Little League Baseball. It's either going to be at 7 o'clock Eastern or 9 o'clock Eastern. Still have a full-time job, so it's going to depend on when I get done there and get back. So 7 or 9 tomorrow night. Regional final in Little League Baseball with a trip to Williamsport on the line. And then we'll be back with some Major League Baseball on Saturday night. I'm actually not sure what game officially that's going to be on Saturday night. It's whatever game the Fox affiliate shows here. They've got like 3. I'm assuming it's going to be Brewers-Dodgers on the live stream Saturday, but not 100% on that one yet. First pitch here, top 4 to Marsh is ball 1. Marsh walked back in the first. 1-0 pitch. Just missed. 2-0. Two-0 pitch hit foul. Count now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's hit foul. 2-2. Two-two pitch. That just missed, and that'll fill the count. 3-2. Three-two pitch on the way. And that's ball 4. Marsh walks for the second time, and it'll bring up JT Realmuto. Realmuto flew out to right to end the top of the first inning. Inning in which the Phillies left the bases loaded, although they did score twice. Ball 1. One-zero pitch. Bounce foul. Counts even 1-1. Justin Crawford on deck for the Phillies. One-one. That's a little low. 2-1. Bradley looks in and delivers the 2-1 swing and a miss by Realmuto. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Realmuto strikes out. Third strikeout of the game for Bradley, and it will bring up Justin Crawford. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. Bounce foul, first base side, strike 1. Back to the top of the order, Kyle Schwarber next. He's on deck. Oh, 1. Down low, 1-1. One, swing and a miss. Runner takes off, and the throw to second. He's out. Great throw from the catcher Jeffers to throw out Marsh, trying to steal second base. Ooh, I don't know. They just showed the replay. I'm wondering, did Brandon Marsh might have got his hand in under that tag. I know Marsh did not leave second base right away. I think he may have. See if we have a review here, and if we do, this very well may be overturned. We will have a review as the Phillies are challenging this call. Well, in real time, it looked like he was for sure out, but on that replay, it sure appeared that Marsh may have got his hand under that tag. If this does get overruled, it'll be Marsh's 11th stolen base of the year. Or overturned, I should say, not overruled. It was a great throw by Jeffers to second base. And yeah, he's safe. They overturned that call. So that will still be one out, and now a runner in scoring position for the Phillies. 1-2 pitch, a bouncer to short. That will advance the runner to third. Crawford is out at first for out number 2. And now we are back to the top of the order in Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber homered in the first, flied out in the second. Ball 1. One 0 pitch, down low. It's 2-0. Two 0 pitch hit to right, and it is going to be off the glove and over the fence. Oh, it was almost a great catch in right field by Keyshaw, but the ball hit off his glove and ended up going over the right field wall. Schwarber's second home run of the game, both to right field, 37th of the year, and it's 4-1 Phillies. Oh, man. And this pitch lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Making the wide turn at first and sliding in at second with a double is Trey Turner. So runner at second, 2 outs. Here's Bryce Harper. That's up the middle, and that's into right center. That's going to score Trey Turner for the Phillies' 5th run. RBI single for Bryce Harper. 5-1 Phillies. As they have broke for 3 runs here in the 4th inning. And ball 1 here to Luis Arraez. Arraez singled in the first, flew out in the third. 1-0 pitch misses. It's 2-0. Two-one pitch. That is line to left. That's going to be a base hit. It's first and second with 2 outs for the Phillies. And the inning will continue for the Phillies for Bryson Stott. Stott an RBI single in the first, and he grounded back to the pitcher in the third. And that may be the last pitch of the night for Taj Bradley. Twins bullpen is busy. Nope. Bradley's going to be allowed at least one more hitter. Giving up 5 runs so far, all of them earned. Pitch, ball 1. One 0 pitch, that's a strike, evens the count 1-1. Well, that 1-1 pitch is a wild one, to say the least. And the runners will move up 90 feet. That thing was not even close. Wild pitch on Bradley. Runners now at second and third. I don't know if that got away or what, but that thing sailed. Two-one pitch is low, 3-1. Three-one pitch. That's a strike. That'll fill the count, 3-2. Three-two, lifted in the air to left. This one's going to stay in the park and be playable for Larnach. And he's got it to end the inning, but the Phillies put up a 3 spot in the top of the 4th. And now lead this game 5-1 as we go to the bottom half of inning number 4. Lewis, Clemens, and Keyshaw, 5, 6, and 7 in the Twins lineup, due up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 4th inning, rather. So bottom half of inning number 5, Royce Lewis will lead it off for the Twins. Lewis lined out to short his first time up. That ended the bottom of the first, a bottom of the first inning that saw the Twins leave 2 on base. First pitch, bottom 4 from Aaron Nola, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Foul back. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Check swing. Lewis went around. Strike 3. Nola with his 5th strikeout. And it will bring up Cody Clemens, who struck out his first time up. Cody Clemens, of course, the son of former pitching great Roger Clemens, as he takes ball 1. One 0 pitch. That's a strike. That'll even the count of ball and a strike. One. Clemens hits it foul and out of play. It's 1-2. One, 2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Luke Keeshaw's on deck. 2-2 pitch to Clemens. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Clemens strikes out for the second time. That's a half dozen Ks now for Aaron Nola. Bases empty, 2 outs for Keyshaw, who hit the home run to left for the Twins' only run of the game so far. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Little off the plate. Ball 1. Evens it up 1-1. One down low. 2-1. Two-one pitch. That's off the plate. 3-1. If Keyshaw gets on, Brooks Lee is on deck. Here's the 3-1. That's ball 4. That's a 2-out walk to Keyshaw. And the inning will continue for Brooks Lee. Lee a ground out to second his first time up. Ball 1. Nola's 1-0 pitch. Lee with a fly ball into right. That's hit pretty well, but on the edge of the warning track, the catch is made in right field by Harper. Lee gave that one a little bit of a ride, but it's a fly out to right. End of 4, 5-1. Phillies lead it. Bohm, Marsh, and Real Muto, 6, 7, and 8 in the Phillies order due up in the top half of inning number 5. So top of the 5th inning. Alec Bohm will lead it off here in the 5th inning against a new Twins pitcher, which we'll tell you about here momentarily. It's strike 1. New pitcher for the Twins is Travis Adams. Give you his numbers after this 0-1 pitch. It's foul, 0-2. Adams out for the 28th time. He's 2-0 on the year. 5.86 ERA, 17 walks, 42 strikeouts in 35 1/3 innings. So Taj Bradley, the Twin starter, goes just 4 in this one. As Bohm swings and misses for strike 3, so Adams comes in relief and gets a strikeout of Bohm to lead off the 5th. And it'll bring up Brandon Marsh. Marsh has walked both of his plate appearances. Ball one. So the numbers on Taj Bradley in this game goes 4 innings, gives up 7 hits, 5 runs. All of them were earned. He walked 4, struck out 3. He threw 89 pitches. 1-0 pitch misses inside here. It's 2-0. To Marsh. On the ground, past the diving third baseman and into left field for a base hit. Brooks Lee gave an effort at that one, but couldn't quite come up with it. Marsh has reached base all 3 times now, and he'll bring up JT Realmuto. Realmuto's flown out and struck out. Realmuto fouls this one back, strike 1. A 1 pitch. Inside, 1-1. One pitch. That's hit foul. 1-2. One-two pitch. 2-2. Two-two pitch in the air to right. And under it for the catch in right field is Keyshaw. Realmuto retired. It'll bring up Justin Crawford. Runner at first, 2 outs. Crawford has struck out and grounded out in the game so far. Strike 1. A 1 down low. Counts even, a ball and a strike. Told you about Cody Clemens being the son of former pitching great Roger Clemens. Meanwhile, Justin Crawford, the son of former big leaguer Carl Crawford. One through into left field for a base hit, and that'll put runners at first and second with 2 outs, and it'll once again bring up Kyle Schwarber, who has homered twice in this game. The last one went off of Keyshaw's glove in right field and over the fence. Can Schwarber have a 3-homer game? The pitch. Ball 1. One zero. Schwarber got under this one, sends it into right center. This one's going to stay in the park. And Buxton makes the catch to retire the Phillies in the top of the 5th. They strand 2 more. Midway point of this one, 5-1 Phillies. Twins need to start getting the offense going here a little bit, as they will have Culpepper and then the top of the order, Larnach and Buxton, in the bottom of the 5th inning. Five runs, 9 hits for the Phillies. 1 run, 4 hits for the Twins. Culpepper was a strikeout victim his first time up. First pitch, ball 1. That's a strike. 1-1 the count on Culpepper. One. Hit foul. Counts now 1-2 on Kalen Culpepper. One, 2, misses a little high, evens the count 2-2. Two pitch hit foul. That will get out of play. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Culpepper strikes out for the second time, and now we're back to the top of the order in Larnach. Larnach with a couple singles, 2 for 2 in the game. He has 2 of the Twins' 4 hits. That's hit foul, first base side, strike 1. A 1 pitch misses, counts even now 1-1. One pitch. Hit foul, 1-2. One-two pitch to Larnach. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts by Nola here in the 5th. That's 8 now in the game. And Byron Buxton will be the batter with the bases empty and 2 outs. Buxton has fouled out and hit into a fielder's choice. Bouncer to third. That's a fair ball right past the third baseman, and Buxton's going to go into second standing up with a 2-out double. Took a funky hop over there at third base. Stott looked like he was going to have a play on it. It just went right under his glove. So a 2-out double by Byron Buxton brings up Ryan Jeffers. Jeffers an infield hit and a strikeout. Strike 1. If Nola can get through this 5th inning, he would be eligible for the win. 0-1, that is ripped foul. It's now 0-2. Oh and 2, the count on Jeffers, and the pitch is outside, 1-2. One-two pitch. Upstairs, 2-2. Two-two pitch. That's off the plate, and now full count. Comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. Ball 4. Great job by Jeffers to battle back after being down 0-2 to get himself a walk. Brings up Josh Bell. Bell a strikeout and a ground out. And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound. Nola about to throw his 90th pitch of the game. Bullpen starting to see some action for the Phillies. Ball 1. One 0 pitch. That's 6 straight now out of the strike zone by Nola. It's 2-0 on Bell. That's another ball. 3-0. Here's a 3-0 pitch. That's a strike. 3-1. First and second, 2 outs for the Twins, and the 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4, and that's going to load the bases with 2 outs. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and Royce Lewis is the batter. Lewis has lined out and struck out. He represents the tying run now at the plate. Phillies left the bases loaded in the first. The Twins do not want to do the same thing here in the 5th. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, 1. Strike 2. It's 0-2. Strike 2. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nola gets the strikeout. Twins leave the bases loaded in the 5th. That's probably going to be Aaron Nola's last batter of the night. We go to the 6th. Still 5-1 Phillies. Phillies will have Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Luis Ariz, 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Due up here in the 6th inning. Still got 2 games to come in Major League Baseball tonight. Rangers and Angels out in Anaheim. Game gets underway in about 45 minutes, as does the Brewers and Dodgers from Dodger Stadium. Dodgers had lost 8 of 9, but they are coming off a sweep of Kansas City going into that Brewer series. So here's Trey Turner to lead off the 6th for the Phillies. Turner's 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. He also walked back in the 2nd. First pitch, top 6, ball 1. One 0 pitch. That hits the outside corner for strike 1, ball and a strike. One 1. Popped up on the infield, and the first baseman, Lewis, makes the catch, and that's the first out. Here in the top of the 6th. Brings up Bryce Harper. Harper's 1 for 2. RBI single back in the 4th in that 3-run 4th inning for the Phillies. Ball 1. Harper also walked back in the 1st inning. One 0 pitch is a strike, evens the count 1-1. Bouncer to first. And making the play himself is Lewis for the 2nd out. And here's Luis Ariz. Ariz 2 for 3 with a couple singles. Fly out to right, sandwich between the 2 singles. Ball 1. 1-0. That's a strike, and that'll even the count of ball and a strike. One pitch. Down low, 2-1. Two-one pitch in the air to left center field. Catch made by Buxton. Phillies retired 1-2-3 in the top of the sixth. On we go to the bottom of the sixth. Still 5-1 Phillies. Clemens, Keyshaw, and Lee. 6, 7, 8 in the Twins batting lineup due up in the bottom of the sixth inning. Twins need to get their offense going here. We have a new pitcher into the game for the Phillies. Brooks Raley coming in to pitch for the Phillies. So Nola tonight goes 5 innings, gives up 5 hits, the 1 run on the home run. It was earned. 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. He threw 97 pitches. He is eligible to get the win, which would be his 4th victory of the season if the Phillies hang on here for 12 more outs. First pitch, strike 1, bottom 6. Oh, 1 pitch to Clemens, misses, 1-1. Clemens has struck out both of his at-bats so far. One pitch, that's off the plate for ball 2. Two-one pitch. In the air, down the left field line. That is foul. Two pitch. Coming shortly from Raley to Clemens. Yeah, swing and a miss. That's a hat trick now. 3 strikeouts for Clemens. 1 down. Here's Luke Keyshaw. Keyshaw homered back in the second, and he walked in the fourth. Keyshaw rips this one fair down the left field line. This will be extra bases. Keyshaw going into second. He makes a wide turn, but puts on the brakes. He was thinking 3, but holds it second with a double. And it'll bring up Brooks Lee. Lee on the night is 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. Strike 1. Oh, 1. Outside, 1-1. One. Bouncer foul. 1-2 now the count on Brooks Lee. One-two pitch. Strike 3. Lee strikes out. Second K of the inning for Rayleigh, and here comes Culpepper. Culpepper struck out both of his prior at-bats. Twins as a team against Philadelphia pitching struck out 11 times tonight in 5 2/3 innings. First pitch to Culpepper, strike 1. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. That's a bouncer too short. Throw to first in time to retire Culpepper. That'll retire the Twins in the 6th. We head to the late innings. 7th inning we go. 5-1 Phillies. Stott, Bohm, and Marsh, the 5, 6, 7 hitters, due up for the Phillies in the 7th inning. Both teams have had their chances. Both teams have left 8 runners on base through 6 innings. But it is the Phillies, thanks to 2 Kyle Schwarber homers, that lead this game 5-1. Heading to inning number 7. So here's Stott to lead off the 7th inning for the Phillies. Stott an RBI single back in the first. He's grounded out and flown out his other 2 at-bats. First pitch, top 7, ball 1. One 0 misses. It's now 2-0. To Stott to lead off the 7th. Two 0 pitch, hit foul, 2-1. Two 1 pitch, that's a strike. That'll even the count 2-2. Two pitch to Stott. That's a little nubber in front of the plate and picked up by the catcher and throw to first in time for the out. Jeffers fielded that ball right in front of him and threw to first for the easy out. And it'll bring up Alec Bohm. Bohm has flown out, grounded out, and struck out. 0 for 3. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A 1 pitch inside evens the count of ball and a strike. Brandon Marsh is on deck. 1 pitch fouled away. It's 1-2. Hey, look who made the trip and in the stands entertaining the fans, the Philly fanatic. 1-2 pitch, hit foul. Count remains 1-2. One-two pitch, hit foul. Count remains 1-2. And the Twins mascot, TC, has made it into the stands as well. 1-2 pitch hit pretty well into left center field. And that's going to be into the gap and off the bottom of the fence. It's going to be a 1-out double for Bohm. Hit number 10 on the night for the Phillies. And the batter will be Brandon Marsh. So a 1-out double for the Phillies here in the 7th as they look to add even more insurance to their 4-run lead. That's a foul ball, strike one. To Brandon Marsh. Singled his last time up, and he's also walked twice. He's reached base all 3 times tonight. And he scored one of the 5 Philly runs. Oh, 1, a swing and a miss. Counts 0-2. Marsh ready. Adams ready. The 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2. Nice stop back there by the catcher, Jeffers. One-two on the way. That is in the air to right. If that's fair, it's a home run, and it's gone. 2-run home run. Brandon Marsh. Phillies go deep for the 3rd time tonight, and they've busted this thing open. It's 7-1 here in the 7th. Marsh goes deep for the 7th time this year. RBIs 53 and 54. JT Realmuto, the batter, he sends this one into right. The catch made by Keyshaw for out number 2. Here's Justin Crawford. Singled his last time up, and he's also struck out and grounded out. So the Twins' hole they need to come out of in this one just got even deeper. That's going to be the end of the night for Adams on the mound, as Derek Shelton makes his way out to make the pitching change. New pitcher is going to be Taylor Rogers. Rogers on for the 50th time, 6-3 on the year, 5.27 ERAs, walked 21, struck out 37 in 42 2/3 innings. So Adams, 2 2/3 innings in relief, gives up 4 hits, the 2 runs on this home run. Both of them were earned. He did strike out one. So here's Crawford to face Rogers. First pitch, strike one. Sends this one into center, and the catch made by Buxton to end the inning, but 2 more for the Phillies on the 2-run home run by Marsh to make it 7-1 as we're at the stretch. Twins are going to have the top of the order. Larnach, Buxton, and Jeffers due up in the bottom half of inning number 7. So here's Larnach to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Larnach a couple singles and a strikeout. Ball 1. One 0 pitch. Larnach sends in the air to left center. And under it for the catch is Justin Crawford for out number 1. By the way, new Phillies pitcher into this game. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning. as Byron Buxton steps up. Jonathan Bolin on for the 46th time. He's 2-1 on the year, 2.74 ERA, 10 walks and 53 strikeouts, 42 2/3 innings. Buxton fouls the first pitch off, strike one. Buxton doubled his last time up. He's also fouled out and hit into a fielder's choice. Pitch misses outside. It's even 1-1. One pitch misses. 2-1. Two-one pitch. That's off the plate. 3-1. That's a strike. That'll fill the count. 3-2. Here comes the payoff 3-2 pitch. Buxton sends this one in the air. Shortstop Trey Turner makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Bases empty, 2 outs for Ryan Jeffers. Jeffers, an infield hit and a walk in this game. Bounces this one into left center field for a base hit. That's the second hit of the night for Jeffers. And he's on with a 2-out single. And it'll bring up Josh Bell. Bell walked in the 5th, and he's also struck out and grounded out. Bell hits it left side foul, strike one. Oh, 1 misses down low, evens the count of ball and a strike. One. Bell lines this one into left center. That's going to be caught. A running catch out there in left field by Brandon Marsh to end the inning. 2-out single for the Twins, but they leave the runner stranded. On we go to the 8th. It's all Phillies in this one, 7-1. Top of the order for the Phillies, Schwarber, Turner, and Harper due up here in the 8th inning. Another reminder, we'll be back on the live stream tomorrow night. It'll be a regional final in the Little League Baseball, either at 7 o'clock Eastern or 9 o'clock Eastern. Update on my page sometime tomorrow as to which game that will be. And be back with you Saturday night for another Major League Baseball live stream. I think it's going to be the Brewers-Dodgers, but not 100% on that. We'll have an update on my page sometime Saturday, late morning, early afternoon, to say for sure which game that will be on the live stream. Like I'm almost positive it's going to be Brewers Dodgers, but not totally 100% sure on that yet. As we head here to the 8th inning, Phillies up 7-1. As I mentioned at the outset, Twins came into the day half game out of that final wild card spot in the American League, 3 behind the White Sox in the AL Central. Phillies come in tied with Arizona for that final wild card spot in the National League. They are 9.5 back of Atlanta in the National League East. So here's Schwarber to lead it off here in the 8th. Schwarber's went deep twice in this one. Schwarber took the third pitch he saw in the first inning deep, and then the 4th inning, the one that Keyshaw tried to grab, but it went off his glove and over the fence. That's how Schwarber's gotten his 2 home runs tonight. And a strike on the inside corner to lead off the 8th. Oh, 1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Schwarber. Oh, 2 to Schwarber's outside, a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 called, strike 3 as Schwarber watches that one go right by him. And here's Trey Turner. Turner grounds this one to short. Easy play for Culpepper as he throws to first to retire Trey Turner for out number 2. And that will bring up Bryce Harper with the bases empty and 2 outs. Harper an RBI single in the 4th, and he walked in the 1st. Strike 1. Oh, 1, check swing, went around, says the third base umpire. It's 0-2. Harper takes strike 3. He knew it right before the call was made. He was starting to walk back to the dugout. Phillies retired in order in the eighth. We go to the bottom of the eighth inning. It is still 7-1. Phillies leading the Twins. Twins will have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Lewis, Clemens, and Keyshaw due up here in the bottom of the eighth. Just about to get underway in Anaheim between the Rangers and Angels. Also getting ready for first pitch at Dodger Stadium between the Dodgers and the Brewers, two first-place teams in that series. It's a rematch of last year's National League Championship Series when the Dodgers swept out the Brewers en route to that epic 7-game World Series win over the Toronto Blue Jays. So Lewis will lead it off here in the bottom of the eighth. Fourth pitcher of the Phillies coming into the game. It'll be a Ryan Kerkering. 51st appearance, 6-1 on the year. ERA of 3.88, 26 walks, 51 strikeouts, and 46 and a third innings. So Bolin goes an inning in relief, gives up one hit. That was it. First pitch, bottom eight, ball one. Crowd's starting to slowly file out of the ballpark in a 7-1 game, but they're making their way over to the... I'm assuming that barn there next to the house out there that was the house in the Field of Dreams movie. There's a little barn out there. I'm assuming that's like a souvenir area in there. 2-0 pitch misses low. It's 3-0. Defensive switch to tell you about as well. Derek Hill into the game defensively for the Phillies into right field, replacing Bryce Harper. 3-0 is a strike to Lewis. It's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is lifted in the air, foul territory. That will get out of play. Full count. Three-two payoff pitch, a little tapper in front of the plate. Throw to first in time to get Lewis by a step. Real Muto fielded that ball and got rid of it quickly and just does retire Royce Lewis. Got him by a step. Here's Cody Clemens. 0 for 3, struck out all 3 times tonight. Pitch to Clemens, ball one. One zero hit foul, evens the count 1-1. One pitch fouled back. It's 1-2. One two on the way. Chopper in front. Kerkering fields and throws to first in time for the second out. Bases empty, 2 outs. Luke Keyshaw. Keyshaw homered back in the second for the lone Twins run tonight. He's also walked and doubled, so he's reached base all 3 times tonight. Strike one. One pitch downstairs, 2-1 on Keyshaw. Two one, that misses. 3-1. Three one, that's a strike at the knees, full count. Keyshaw is ready to go to first base. Payoff pitch. Called, strike 3. Keyshaw caught looking. 1-2-3. Go the Twins in the 8th. On to the 9th we go. 7-1 Phillies. Middle third of the order. Rice, Stott, and Bohm due up here in the 9th. New Twins pitcher here in the top of the 9th, 4th pitcher of the night. Tommy Nance coming into the game to pitch for the Twins. So here's a rise to lead off the 9th. Arise 2 for 4 with a couple singles. If the Twins do not come back in the bottom of the ninth, they will fall back to a game behind the final wild card spot in the American League. Want to know the count here to Arise. By the way, Nance on for the 45th time. Came over to the Twins from Toronto. One. Bouncer up the middle and through for a base hit. Arise with a leadoff single here in the ninth. Here's Bryson Stott. Stott, an RBI single back in the first. Ball one. One 0 pitch hits the inside corner for strike one. One pitch here to Stott, misses. 2-1. Two one pitch hit foul. Counts even 2-2. Two. Stott hits it foul to stay alive. That's bounced up the middle. Throw to second, one on to first for a 2. Double play. And there are now bases empty and 2 outs. Six, 4-3 double play. Brings up Bohm. One 0 pitch. Up and in, 2-0. Bohm doubled his last time up back in the 7th. 1 for 4 officially. 2-0's outside. It's 3-0. Brandon Marsh is on deck. 3-0 is a strike. Almost taking all the way on that one. Three one. Hit foul. That'll fill the count. Payoff pitch. Bouncer foul. And we'll do another 3-2. Looking to the Twins' ninth, it's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Lee, Culpepper, and the top of the order, Larnach. They're going to need a big rally in the bottom of the ninth. That's a strikeout as Bohm swings and misses. Last chance for the Twins. They need a big, big rally in this one, down 7-1 going to the bottom of the ninth. Following this game, going to do a real quick wrap-up, give you the final stats of this one, and then sign off for the night. Four home runs in this game tonight. That first Field of Dreams game back in 2021 between the Yankees and White Sox, I think had 8 home runs. Then the 2022 game between the Cubs and Reds had 0 home runs. And then tonight we've had 4. Johan Duran coming on. This is not a safe situation, obviously. Coming out to get on the final 3, coming in to get the final 3 outs. 1-4 on the year, 1.74 ERA, 7 walks, 59 strikeouts in 41 1/3 innings. So Kerkering win an inning. Not much except 1 strikeout. Through 16 pitches did Kerkering. So here we go. Here's Brooks Lee. 0 for 3 with a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. Run on to get the final 3 outs. First pitch foul, strike 1. And it would send the Phillies to win number 65 on the season. Oh, 1. Down low, 1-1. Culpepper's next, and then the top of the order, Larnach. Duran's 1-1 pitch. Hit foul. It's now 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouled away. We'll do it again. One-two pitch misses. 2-2. Two-two. Bouncer to second. Fielded at second base by Arise, and the throw to first for the first out here in the bottom of the ninth. We'll bring up Culpepper. Couple strikeouts and a ground out tonight for Culpepper. 0-1 here on Culpepper. Culpepper lines this into left center. That's going to be a base hit. Culpepper's first hit of the game. He's aboard with a one-out single, and we're back to the top of the order in Larnach. Eighth hit for the Twins. Larnach is 2 for 4 with a couple singles. Here's the pitch. That's fielded by the pitcher in the air, and he will throw to first for a double play and a game-ending double play that will bring this one to a close. 7-1, Phillies beat the Twins in the Field of Dreams game 2026. First time in 4 years this game has been played out in Iowa, and it was a dominant win for the Phillies tonight. Seven runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Phillies. They left 8 runners on base. 1 run, 8 hits, no errors for the Twins. They left 9 on base. Aaron Nola gets the win. He's now 4-9 on the year. Taj Bradley suffers the loss. He falls to 9-5. Game that took 2 hours, 52 minutes, and a crowd in Dyersville, Iowa tonight, 7,163. Phillies with the win improved to 65-58. And right now, currently in sole possession of that final wild card spot as Arizona's off tonight. Twins fall to 60-63. They fall a game out of the final wild card spot in the American League. They now fall 3.5 behind the first place White Sox in the American League Central. 7-1 the final. Before we wrap it up, let's give you a first look at the scoreboard. Detroit shuts out Cleveland today 3-0. Pirates all over the Marlins 13-1. Reds 9, White Sox 8 final score. Mariners a 1-0 win over the Yankees. Red Sox shut out the Blue Jays north of the border 7-0. Nationals 7-0 win over the Cubs. Rangers, Angels, and Brewers, Dodgers are both scoreless out west. That's going to wrap it up tonight. Again, my name is John, Sports Bonanza John on YouTube. Folks, if you do like my content, would really appreciate a like and subscribe. Also on Kick at Sports Kick John. You could give me a follow there. Back once again tomorrow night. Regional final. Little League. Either 7 or 9 Eastern. Have an update on my page as to which game exactly that will be. And the next Major League Baseball stream will be coming up Saturday night. Again, I think it's going to be the Brewers-Dodgers, but not 100% sure on that yet. I'll also have a post on my page on Saturday when I know what game that's going to be. Field of Dreams 2026 game goes to the Phillies, 7-1 over the Twins. Enjoyed it and appreciate you joining me. And again, I'll talk to you tomorrow night for regional final in Little League Baseball. And Saturday night for a Major League Baseball live stream. Have a great rest of your Thursday, everybody. Good night. God bless.